Alright, today's thought is about reflection and deflection and the way that those two don't really get along. To keep it succinct, 3 kinds of deflection that I have noticed in myself. 1, deflection onto other people. 2, deflection based on intention. 3, deflection of ego. First one is easier to catch than the other two because the moment that you receive criticism, valid criticism, and you start talking about what somebody else is doing, you've lost the plot. You are not paying attention to what you need to. Second one is a little bit more difficult because it's really hard to admit when you have a good intention but the thing that happens is not what you wanted to be. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what you wanted to do by saying or doing something. The tangible effect that that thing had on the world is what ends up mattering. And you need to analyze why it didn't have the effect that it did. It could be specific to that situation, it could be specific to that person, but for some reason, what you were trying to do and what happened are not matching up. Third one is the hardest, and every single one of these videos that I make is based on personal experience, so you know that I've done every kind of deflection that I'm talking about. Third one is deflection of ego. It is really hard when you do something that does not match up with what you want to do, and it is way easier to straight up deny to yourself that you would do that than it is to acknowledge that you did something that you are not proud of. But if somebody tells you that you did something, and especially if multiple people tell you that you did something, if it's peer-reviewed, you gotta be looking at that. It is going to be more useful to the person that you want to be, more useful to the person that feels betrayed when somebody tells you that you did that thing. You're able to analyze that thing at least as though you did it. Maybe somebody's exaggerating, maybe something got lost in translation, maybe what's being told about your actions isn't exactly what happened. But it is still important to understand why they might have come off that way. Because, again, that's what ends up mattering. Most importantly, maybe that is exactly what happened, and your ego just won't let you see it. Don't forego what you can learn from a criticism because your ego is bruised. It's a missed opportunity.